everybody. It is our favorite time of the week. Time for Rising Qs when we answer your questions. Saagar, what's up first?
All right, number one from, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this one. Do you think having Sanders off the campaign trail in Iowa will hurt him at all? Our mind's already made up for the first part. What do you think, Krystal?
Javon. I'm thinking Javon.
Yeah, maybe Javon.
No, I don't think it hurts him at all, to be honest with you. I think it actually, weirdly, even though this was not the intent of Pelosi and her timing of this thing, and I'm not saying she intentionally made the impeachment timing now to hurt Sanders, but it was an added bonus. I mean, we all know how she feels about his politics, but what the impact that it has actually had is sort of freezing the race in place right as he is surging. So in the end, this may end up being the best possible thing that could happen to him. At the same time, Joe is out there. We got a question about Joe next. Joe is out there, and campaign reporters are actually following him. They're actually asking him questions, and he had like a little mini meltdown on the trail. It's not great for him when he actually is the only one getting a lot of focus and attention.
So I originally thought it would be much more of a detriment to Sanders, but I guess what I underestimated was about how stupid impeachment is and how little people care. And so because of that, nobody in the population of Iowa cares about what's going on with impeachment, I'm going to venture to assume, and so are still consuming a lot of the campaign media or really just going about their daily lives. So it hasn't hurt him as much. The one thing it has hurt is actually our ability to have coverage, in that it limits the amount of news, it limits the amount of polls more than anything. Is we have less polls, we have less money being spent on polls because of this, and so it leads us to have to kind of read more tea leaves when we could have a lot more concrete information.
I think it's really hurt insurgent candidates.
Especially Andrew Yang.
I think it's hurt Yang. I think it's hurt Tulsi. I think it's hurt people who needed these last couple of weeks to be able to make a surge. The candidates who were already at the top of the heap are, this has been a boon to them, honestly, because it's kind of frozen the race in place. Second question we have is about the other candidate at the top of this race, Joe Biden. Would Hunter Biden testifying in the impeachment trial hurt Joe Biden's run? I'm going to go with yes.
Yes, it would be a disaster.
Look, Hunter, when he was who interviewed him? ABC?
ABC.
He didn't hold up particularly well, even under news outlet questioning.
In his own kitchen.
Hostile questioning. I don't think this would go well for him. And also, Democrats have pretty much cosseted Joe Biden from any of the legitimate questions about Hunter sitting on that Ukrainian energy board or other, seemingly corrupt dealings around the world. So to have that put in the public eye, to the extent that anyone's paying attention to what's going on with impeachment, no, I don't think that's a helpful look for Joe Biden going into Iowa in just a few days.
Biden has said publicly, I never discussed it with my son. Okay, we'll see if that's true under oath, right? I don't think it is true. I'm going to venture to say it's absolutely not true. Did you know about MBNA? Did you ever talk about MBNA business whenever you were a senator? Did you know about the grant? Did you know about China? Hunter, why were you on Air Force 2 whenever you're going to get $1 billion? There are so many things that you could go down that road. I think it would be a disaster for the Biden campaign, and I do hope it happens.
And Hunter had a different take on whether Joe had ever spoken with him. His take was, we spoke about it, and he said, I hope you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Which is, that sounds like a small difference, but when you're under oath, what is the real truth here? Last question, throwaway Q. I like the way this is prefaced.
Thank you.
Low key, are you guys as tired of talking about impeachment as we are about hearing it? Like, we all know how this will end. Does that take away from the excitement of reporting about it? Love y'all. Love you too. Angela, thank you.
Angela, high key, we are so sick of it. We wish it would just go away. Have the vote tomorrow, and we can all do our real jobs, which is covering the momentous changes that are happening in our politics right now.
Co-sign that view. I don't think we've been particularly good at hiding our...
It's not low-key whatsoever.
Our disdain for the whole process. I think the American people are with us on this one.
That's right.
Thank you guys, as always, for your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Always appreciate it. Enjoy your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, for the rest of the week, tweet #RisingQs on Instagram. All social platforms. We'll be back next week to answer your questions.